Today, I'm talking about one of, unironically, one of my favorite animes, and it is Madoka Magica. Now, if you have heard of Madoka Magica, you probably know why. You understand why it's one of my favorite ones. If you haven't heard of it, the picture is there is so much more to it. It is a magical girl anime, but it's also a lot more than that. I'm not going into spoilers. I'm going to try my best not to because I just want, like, anyone who hasn't seen this show, I highly recommend it. This is easily in my top five anime. My top two favorite anime slash properties are Berserk and Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mess up that name every time. I still got to figure out how it's actually pronounced, but those two are easily in my top two favorite. Madoka Magica is somewhere in 3 through 5. My other favorites are just Nier and Dragon Guard in general, obviously. Kingdom Hearts, and then like FromSoft games, just all Soulsborne games. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, all of those. Sekiro, they're all just so fucking good. But back to Madoka Magica, this is, again, without going into spoilers, this is, I don't even know how much I should say, just because I want people to go in blind. I highly recommend watching it. It is so good. I watched it 2 years ago, maybe three, something like that. But just recently, I showed one of my friends Berserk, and then he is showing me Attack on Titan. And so we finished Berserk. He loved it. So I was like, you know what? Let me try and show him this one. I want to show him Evangelion, but I don't know if he's ready for that yet. I'm trying to like introduce him. You know how a lot of the Japanese anime go, especially the ones with like magical girls and stuff like that. I want to show him Evangelion, but that's that might be kind of a lot right now. So I'm trying to like step him into it. Berserk is obviously very heavy. Madoka Magica is very heavy. Evangelion is also very heavy. But I'm trying to, like I said, just kind of step them up towards there and then get ready for that. But the point is, so we finished Berserk. We're still watching Attack on Titan, and we started watching Dan to Dan. I'm gonna go over today, and we're gonna watch Arcane. So we'll see how that goes. But we just finished Madoka Magica. We still have the movie left. The third movie. I am so ready for him to see that because I've been telling him this whole time. For those who don't know, Madoka Magica starts off very tame, and then it goes and ramps up. And it ramps up, and then it ramps up, and it keeps ramping up. It never stops. Like you start watching and it gets crazy. And you keep watching and it gets crazier and crazier. And it's like, dog, what the fuck? But I am so ready for him to watch the movie. I can't wait. But again, it's just such a good anime. Like it's it's I'm actually at a loss for words. It's just good. Like I recommend it to anyone who like watches anime. If I will tell you, you're probably going to cry. I won't deny it. I already know what's going to happen. And still, just watching it again, it had me tearing up, dog. I, it's just good. It's just so emotional and it does such a good job at like getting you attached to the characters and helping you understand the story and what's going on and the impact and emotion of everything. It is so good, dog. I don't know what else to say. It's it's just watch it. One complaint, probably the only complaint that I do have about this is they do the fucking Japanese thing that they always do, where they sexualize the characters. But in this, it's like, dog, these are these are like middle school, high school kids. Luckily, they don't sexualize them like the whole show, but it's like, they have the transformation scenes, and it's like they show them, they cover it up, they somewhat censor it, but they still show the like the body of the character, But it's like, dog, these are children. Why are you doing this? That's the problem that I'm gonna have with introducing him to Evangelion. Is like, dog, the show is so fucking good. I love the story and everything about that. But why the fuck do they have to do that? Why? Why Japan? Why the fuck do you always do that? It's the meme of, you're watching an anime and it's going perfectly fine. And then your dad or someone walks in and that's when it shows the boobs and everything. It's like, dog, why is this necessary? Why did you have to put it in here? In Madoka Magica, they don't do it a lot. They do it twice throughout the whole show. They do it one time really quick, somewhere in like the middle, and it's not the focus of it. And then they do it at the very end of the anime series. This is kind of a spoiler, but when Madoka and Homura are in the primordial soup, it kind of makes sense for them to, not have clothes on, because it's essentially big big spoiler again, but when they're in there, I imagine it's more like their soul and not their actual bodies. So it's like it makes sense that they wouldn't have clothes, but you should still censor it more than that. You can easily censor that. Just put stars and clouds and stuff over them. It's not hard. And you don't have to you can do more close-ups on their face and everything too. Like, I don't know why they put this stuff in. It pisses me off. It is so annoying. It is so unnecessary. But other than that, Madoka Magica is a great show. If I was rating it, this is going to be no surprise, but it's easily 10 out of 10. Again, I highly recommend it to anyone just looking for something emotional to watch, because it is going to be very emotional, but I recommend it so much. With that, I'm going to go and call it there. Thank you for watching. If you liked watching, go and like or subscribe or do whatever. I appreciate anything. Comment below. Let me know if there's an anime I should watch, if there's a horror movie I should watch, if there's anything. Just let me know. Let me know what you think. I have a Cash App and a Patreon down below if you'd like. With that, have a good day.